Tell
So,
me.
ma'am, as we mentioned that, as you mentioned that certain children crosses milestone early.
Yeah.
So, so
They
what?
can be early or they can be delayed also. It's not supposed to, it should not be a matter of worry.
Oh,
Okay. Your child will get their teeth.
oh. Also, a lot of us have this mindset कि अगर कुछ problem है teeth में तो ही हम dentist के पास जाएं. I was also of that mindset earlier. So, tell me, ma'am, like, what do you feel? Like, do we really need to go to dentist even while we are young at their age?
Absolutely. For the same reasons which I said earlier. And plus, see, all these habits, yeah, I think so. The introduction to the dentist should happen at 1 year of age, in a very pleasant manner, so that when the child goes later, there should not be any struggle. And how do you introduce? It's very important, because the brushing habits will be taught. Brushing habits will be inculcated. The right way of brushing is taught by a dentist. Food habits have been taught. So for that reason, it is really, really important. And how do you prepare the child for the dental visit is also very plays a very important role, because you will bring the child, but a lot of homework happens before that. One should not scare or even give the child any threats that if you don't brush or something like that. There are kids, I will not use any scary words, so parents are getting a fair idea. uh, and it should be a very happy go lucky. Okay, we'll count the teeth, right? What do we do, kids? We count how many teeth you all have. We count the number of teeth when you come. We teach you how to brush and keep your teeth nice and healthy. And parents should not be speaking about their own dental experience in between themselves. Also, if they are talking, they have to be very careful, what words they are using, because these kids perceive a lot and then they have the great imaginative power. So it should be a very nice thing where they are coming, and then we looking forward to the visit, and then we teach them what to eat and everything happening in there. So it's
I
really
think
important.
with such pleasant personality, any kid would be at ease. I have personally taken my two daughters to ma'am, and I can't tell you, parents thoroughly they've enjoyed. Like they just felt completely at home.
Yes.
And I recorded some video while the dental treatment was happening, and they must have watched that video 10 times already.
Yeah, it's a very big thing. So we make it a very pleasant thing. There is the tooth is dirty, we give it a little shower. We use these words like shower. We can tickle up the germs inside the tooth. There are germs, right? If you all don't brush nicely, what happens, kids? The tooth germ comes and makes a house inside the tooth, and it does a lot of putty inside the tooth. It's all black. And what do the dentists have to do then? They have to clean out all of that, right? We have to give a shower to the tooth. You take a shower in the morning, bachas, right? So we give a little shower to the tooth. We tickle up the wormy outside the tooth, and then we quickly close the hole. All that black tooth, we make it nice and white and shiny again. Okay, so that's the way we work. And there is a lot of magic in the dental chair also. There is a magic straw. There is it can chair can go up and down on its own. So a lot of magic happening. Lights can go on and off. Okay, so loads of magic at the dental chair. And then you can come back and tell all your friends and your grandparents about it.
Yes, yes.
So
I think one parent has written Ananya Agrahari
yeah, on top of the tools. So like I said right now, so reluctant is they are reluctant because we have voiced our own fears to them. You may even say something like, oh god, I have to take. So even that oh god is putting them on the negative. Or oh god, I came from the dentist, and this is what happened, but that you're not realizing the child is hearing everything. So be very careful of how you're speaking. And it's like I'm saying, I'm using these, please you can use the same thing, because the kids are also there. So it is a very pleasant thing. We will count the number of teeth. It's going to be fun. And there'll be a shower, there'll be Mr. Tickler, and there'll be little noises, and let's have some fun, and let's see how many points you make at your dentist. So by saying all of this, we change around. The normal dentist will really change around all the words, and we introduce everything. And believe me, we will take the child's permission before doing anything. The child knows what's coming next. So that fear of unknown is taken care of. You will tell them, may I do this? Can we switch on the light? And the child is in total command. So that also puts them at ease. So
Actually, ma'am, what you do, and usually most of the dentists I'm sure would be doing is giving child the authority that, "Okay, may I do this to your tooth?" So at that time they feel that they are telling you to, they are allowing you to do it. So that kind of bring them lot at ease. And also I think parents reading a lot of these books. Like I introduce my children to books about tooth and about visiting to a dentist.
yes.
Children are not aware what is happening.
There
Already
is Papa Pig or something.
yes, yes,
Yes, for the going to the dental visit. My little kids have introduced me to this book. Yeah.
things really ma'am, most important thing coming to brushing, you
Yeah.
know, when to start brushing, how often to clean,
Yeah. I'm seeing
what
your question.
toothpaste should we use. These are the most important questions which we as a parents feel.
Yeah. There is some disturbance in the background. Can you feel it, Kirti?
Yes, yes, I
Think so. There is someone's mic is on. Anyways, so the brushing technique, I will tell you. See, the moment the first tooth come, I don't know, you all are first parent, you might be getting another small child if someone has. Moment the first uh, tooth arrives, you need to use a muslin cloth to clean even the gums of the teeth, of the child. Chotu babies I'm talking about. So, and the first tooth comes, you have to clean it out. Might be use that silicone cap with little bristles, you wear it and you clean it out. So moment the first brush tooth comes, you have to start taking care of, even the gums have to be cleaned because there is a bacteria. One very important tip I will tell you is, don't share your food. Many times we would eat, now with COVID things have changed, but because the bacteria from your mouth, kids teeth don't have cavity causing bacteria, it comes later. Okay, from your, those things can get transferred, the cavity causing bacterias again. Then brushing right from day one. Now when the child is very small, that time you can take a small, like a rice grain size of the paste and start brushing the teeth. And it is the parents who will have to brush till 6 years of age. It is a very monitored brushing happening, you know till yeah. And post that, how do you select the paste? That is another questions. So it has to be, I will give you very simple, any paste which has fluoride which is less than 600 parts per million. I don't want to name the brands. Anything is okay for the child till 6 years of age or till 12 years of age. Post 12 years of age, it can be more than 1000 parts per million, but we will say 600 for this age group. But the size, rice grain, and then moment they turn 2 to 6 years, it can be a pea size. So for your age group, it has to be a pea size. Matar ka dana kinds is good enough. And the parent has to monitor the brushing, please. Night brushing is very, very important. In the morning, we should brush after the breakfast. Morning, you all want to make them brush before is fine, but brushing after. Imagine till the next snack, till 11, 12. If there is no food stuck, they won't get any cavities. And it has, I will be teaching you all down the line how to brush. Then in the night, brushing is very important. After lunch after lunch, if we can just make them even run a brush, because many kids nowadays, this jet age, they don't even, we used to rinse our mouth, wash our hands, rinse our mouth. The kids, we have to teach them, at least if they are going to school normally, to take a sip of water and just do like this, gargle, and then put it in, then take those 5 sips 5 times. If they can do that, right kiddies? Lunch ke baad mein pani peete ho aap log, to at least gurgur karke, and then you take it in, 5 times. Or if you can just run a simple brush, that will help. So brushing is really important. Okay, and after that, even how often do you want to change the brush? That is one question I'm seeing in the chat box. That is every 2 to 3 months is what we recommend. Okay, and now with the COVID, there was a big thing coming in. We need to change our brushes post COVID. Of course, yes, because if COVID is all happening in the mouth and the sinuses, right, for the parents. So we don't even want to keep it in the same tooth holder. change the brushes post COVID, because we don't want to cross contamination happening. If anyone has got COVID, like in your family, in your own, like, the parent and the child, then you need to keep a separate brush and change it post COVID also. That is another thing. Yeah. Can we,
Yes, ma'am. So, also, ma'am, like a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, they must be still, some of the children might be still drinking milk from the bottle.
yeah,
That's most, I think,
that is the worst thing. There is something called as nursing bottle caries. Typically a kid comes where, other than these four, all the teeth are looking black. There's something happening. So imagine all the teeth getting cavities. So eating, see, first of all, don't add sweeteners, to the milk. No kind of
no
chocolate,
Horlicks,
Nutella.
vodka or anything.
Yeah, that should be avoided totally. And bottle to bed is the one of the worst thing. If you all have a small baby, after 1 year, 1.5 years, 1 year of age, actually get them to sipper and slowly change it over to a glass. After post 1 year of age, we have to make that little effort of changing. Otherwise, imagine the child is sleeping with bottle, and when they're sucking, other than these four teeth, all the teeth are getting exposed, and they sleep with it. It's so easy when the child is crying in the sleep or something, and you say, oh, my child will not sleep without the bottle. No. So you make the dinner time little early, and might be 6, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock dinner, and then by 8 o'clock they can have their glass of milk, from the glass, and then make them brush. After that, you have enough time to brush, and then get them to sleep after brushing. So that night brushing is really is the most important thing for your child. And as a parent, like I said, till 6 years of age, morning and night brushing has to be monitored, might be done by y'all. And after 6 years of age, the night brushing is still to be continued, is to be monitored. Okay, morning might be the child will do it, but the night brushing has to be till 12 years of age, has to be monitored and very well taken care of. Okay, someone is saying my child,
because
yeah, 2.9 and not wants to brush his teeth. Well, I'll tell you, the more you tell them, sometimes the kids say no. So you have to kind of, what I say is, make a big theater or a drama of brushing. You don't tell them, make them sit on that sink ke side mein, you make them sit, and you do your own brushing. We will make our teeth look nice and white and shiny. Oh, my teeth are looking so nice, isn't it? See, right? So do you all want to make your teeth nice and white and shiny? I'm doing the drama for you guys, for you parents. So yes, my teeth are looking so nice and all, and I will not tell my child, and then I leave it. So that will help your Averi. That answers your question, and they will want to. Sorry, Ridhan's mom. That answers your question. So that will help. Yeah, there is Averi's question, Kirti. Can you take that up?
What's ma'am? Sorry.
Averi Chakravarti is asking a question.
Yes.
She's into 2 teeth. Yeah. See, 3 years of age, you can't give them. That means there is a cavity on that teeth. Averi, we need to get it filled. It's very important, because this tooth will fall around 6 years of age, 6 months before or after. It plays a very important role. You don't want to do a root canal.
Question so that all the parents can also hear. So Averi is saying that her daughter, who's 3.5 years, her two upper jaw teeth, 2 incisors is brown, and she was into a habit of bottle feeding up to 3 years. So, ma'am, as you indicated, that bottle feeding is
answered. That is a cavity. Brown means that's a cavity. You need to get it filled. And I hope it's not turned into an infection. If it is into an infection, then you may even need a root canal treatment.
So, parents, just notice around your children's teeth is if any tooth has any brown color on it, that needs some kind of attention, and early detection is always better, so that the infection does not go deep down the gums. A visit to dentist is a must.
Is a must. Every 6 months, one is supposed to go to the dentist, whether it's a child or an adult. If you want to save your teeth for lifetime, and if you want to inculcate good habits to your child, every 6 months we do maintenance of everything, right? Our house, our cars, right? Our gadgets. And what about our body? and your mouth is the gateway to your body. If you
Correct.
don't eat well, it doesn't get absorbed, and then that's where you start getting all the health issues, right? How do I justify that? If you see an 80-year-old gentleman, a frail looking with all the teeth gone, and another 80-year-old, and he says, and walking and doing everything on his own, and he says, I have all my teeth. Why? Because he doesn't get deficiencies. And then slowly, other organs like diabetes and other things start setting in. So it's very important. Your teeth are really important. So 6 monthly checkups and cleaning is very, very important for everyone. For kids, we do a lot of other things. Can we, Kirti, talk about healthy eating habits? What are the good do's and don'ts about for the parents? Yes.
Absolutely. What are the
Yeah.
common
So
habits?
of course we have told about no sweeteners. Brushing, I've told you all about. Avoid bottle to bed is a total no. Okay, brushing after meals. And many a times, the kids come, if they're eating something fibrous like a chicken or something, chicken or a spinach, anything fleshy, it's stuck. And they will say, Mama, or it's stuck. You have to use a floss to clean it out. In between meals, snacking has to be avoided. दिन भर खाते रहना नहीं है बच्चों को. If they want to eat a sweet, give it soon after your meal, and then make them their brush, so that till the evening snack time there is nothing stuck in between the teeth. Or at least let them rinse, get into the habit of rinsing. Fruits are very good, for snacking. Strawberries, corn cobs, whole fruit is very important for the teeth and jaw development. If you give them a whole fruit, even the tooth which is shaking will fall off on its own. You don't have to go to the dentist. That is one good thing. And juices, we all love to get juices. We don't really promote juices. If you can give the fruit as a whole, the fiber also goes in. But just in case, certain days, if you are rushed and you want to give a juice, don't give it with a thick straw. Why? Because juice is so acidic, right?
Yes.
It is touching all the teeth. So what do we do with that? So if you give it with a thick straw, it goes directly to the throat. If you really want to give the juice, that is a smarter way of giving a juice, I think so. And what else? Now, can we teach them how to brush, the right way of brushing, since all the bachas are here? I think so. They'll be looking forward to that, right? Can I teach you all how to brush, kiddies? कैसे brush करना है हम लोग देखें? Come. So suppose these are your teeth. See, I have a real big set of teeth to teach you all. Parents, I've told you all, take a tiny pea size paste on it. Okay. Now, when you want to start brushing, for small kiddies, we say, go tiny rounds. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it's very slowly you will go 10 rounds till here. Another 10 rounds on this side. Okay. Then we open the mouth and we need to clean this area. Very important. This is where all the germs also sit, right? And all these lines in the tooth, the food gets stuck. So we need to scrub all these areas. Okay. The important thing is for the parents is to brush away from the gums. Where do you have to take out the germs from? Away from the gums. So from here, we will do away from the gums. Very important. Okay. This side. On the inside also, very, very important. If you can see, we need to take it away from the gums. Now for the front teeth, you cannot go like this. So you take it out like that. Give it a little vibratory stroke and out. Okay, dekha? Yeah, I like this. Fatima's looking so nicely into it. All the bachas. Okay, away from the gums. Last, behind the last tooth, we all forget. We need to brush behind the last tooth. On the up also. Okay, nicely like this. Front teeth out here, and the last portion of the last tooth. See here. We need to take the brush like this. Okay. So, and for the then you have to brush your tongue also. Stick out your tongue. It's very bushy in nature. Brush out the tongue. Now, sometimes the kid will say that there is food stuck. So there is something like this floss sticks, right? Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, here. So press it against the back tooth. Don't force the floss in. Go along the tooth here and inside, and then along the tooth here. So you take it along the back tooth, seesaw motion in, all the way in, and then you take it, drag it along the back portion of the front tooth. So if I can show you, these are the two teeth. You take it like this, seesaw motion in, and the food in, and then against the front tooth. So flossing is very important. One is supposed to floss their teeth at bedtime every night, since adults are also there. Flossing is very, very important. There are water flossers, water jets also available if you want a quick thing, the adults. But for the kid, yes. And nowadays, I think so 6-year-old is flossing, especially with the floss stick, since they are playing video games, the finger dexterity has improved. Earlier, we used to, when I started 20 years ago, we used to tell 12 years old to floss. Now my 6-year-old start flossing. So this is it. And for the adults, just a little change, since so many parents have made an effort. We take the brush, we touch it to the gum, right? We find a stop over here. That's where we turn it at 45 degrees. Yeah, this is better. Yeah. See, we take the brush, keep it here, turn it at 45 degrees, press it in, and then we vibrate it at one place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we bring it down. Okay, this is for the adults. Next set of 3 teeth. So 3 by 3 is stroke. Get the brush in, near the gum it stops, turn it at 45 degrees, press, vibrate, and take it out away from the gums. Lowers will be opposite. Okay, only the front teeth from the inside, same, inside also same story. Take it away. Front teeth will be like that vibration. Okay, that's the only change it happens in kids and adults. Otherwise, it's the same. So brushing, we've taught you all. As parents, you all have to make sure there is no food stuck. No food stuck, no chances of cavities. It's as simple as that. Plus, this habit gets inculcated for life for them.
These are the life skills, I feel, which we have to imbibe at a very young age.
Yes.
So that, it leads to a healthy teeth. So, ma'am, you were talking about nutrition. Also, I think 1 or 2 questions were there about whether sugar canes or chicken bones is safe to give to children having milk teeth. But the most important thing I want to know is about chocolates and sweets, because that is what all my babies like it. So what are the do's and don'ts for that? I mean, they cannot not have any chocolate. That's not possible. So even if they do, what are the precautions one must take, or how many chocolates are allowed, or sweets are allowed? Or
So see, anything which is sweet will get stuck. And then what happens, the number of bacteria, they start acting on it, and they produce, the byproduct is something very acidic, which will make a cavity or a hole inside your tooth. Once the cavity is there, it's bound to increase with time. Chota cavity bhara, big cavity we fill, then we do a root canal. So in order to cut down this whole process, we have to cut down the amount of sugar we are giving to our child. For that matter, even a toast gets stuck, see, it will not dissolve, it will remain stuck, and again same thing happens. So yes, the frequency, it's not that the babies will not have. First of all, gifting and all, in our society, the every appreciation happens with relatives and all is by getting chocolates. I wish they can give educative toys or something like that. That mindset has to be changed. And a little permission, can we have the chocolate, please, from the, so that the parent knows, you ask me and have. We need to make a goodie box. That's idea I found clicked very well with my kiddie patients, is make a goodie box for your child. Whatever chocolates and sweets they're getting, start collecting it. Might be once a week, they have it. Honestly, because it's all synthetic, right? Once a week, they have something from it. And whatever is left, you can even inculcate the power of giving. On that street corner, there always you'll find some beggars, small kids. You can give it to them and see how happy they'll be, and they will learn how to give it away also. So this is what I really, tell, and it works wonders. It works wonders. So, and if they have it, soon after that, we need to make sure that they have brushed. If they are having it, even that once a week or whenever, make sure that they brush their teeth after that. So there is nothing stuck in the tooth and no chances of cavities. Okay. So this is one thing which is really, really important.
So kids, if you have a chocolate once a week, you have to brush your teeth. You get a chocolate or a sweet only when you brush your teeth after that. I think that is a very important thing.
And one more thing, Kirti, kids, the mothers come, at times, the elderlies especially in the Calcutta setup, they're having that supari and the mint, and they put it on the child's mouth, and the child is so happy and thrilled about it, right? And that's right from there, this habit starts happening. And by the time they are in their late teens, 19-year-old or something, believe me, I have young boys and girls who have this habit of having supari and other things, minty things. You can cut it down right now. I'm seeing a lot of fathers here. This is where I will need the mothers find it little challenging to tell it to their in-laws. Please don't give them that supari or the thing, because believe me, sitting on this side, I have seen young boys or men in their 20s having some patch in their mouth. 28, 29-year-old having a patch in their mouth, and a patch never goes. Any kind of a white patch, right patch, we as dentists have been asked to put it as precancerous lesions. Cancer say just before cancer, having any kind of, and it can increase, it can decrease, it rarely goes. We want to avoid those things. If you all have someone in the house having pan and all those things, please tell them to cut down, or at least don't introduce it to the child as a parent. And this is one thing which came off the thing to my mind.
Thank you for a lovely thought on that. I think now all of us are mindful parents, and we'll definitely make a note of that.
Yes.
So one Rishabh Sinha, his parents are saying that my son got a small cut into his gum. He is not allowing us to brush. What can be done, ma'am? Like even my daughters, often I've noticed they've got this white pus or phala, as they call it. So how do we take care of phala or a cut, if it happens?
So these are two different things. If it's a tiny cut, it will heal on its own. You don't have to worry because of something he's eaten or hurt himself. That is different. You can get these tiny gels, which will numb the area, like Smiley, Zyte, Mucopain. So, you can take it on an earbud, a tiny dot, and roll it over there. So that way it doesn't goes anywhere. Once that area is numb, even the child will eat better. Even on the small phala or the ulcer which happens, that usually is because of stomach issues or even a hereditary trait I've seen for the ulcers in the mouth. A parent will have it or a grandparent may have it, this history of getting little phalas in the mouth. So I've seen cooling. One is vitamin B helps. Vitamin B supplements, syrups, polybion syrup or vitamin B syrup helps. You can give it for a month to the child. Secondly, having curd or a chach or a lassi form, whichever way your child has. Coconut water, that helps. Some iron supplements, or even carrots and pomegranate also helps in that. So don't worry, it will go away. But these little applications, like I said, of numbing agents before the meal, so that at least the child is able to eat the meal peacefully. These are a few things.
Ma'am, we also want to know about root canal. So what is root canal? I mean, there's a lot of fear associated with it. So a very simple way of explaining parents what is root canal and how is it important?
Tooth is made up of 3 layers, if we say. Outermost being the enamel, then the white portion which protects your tooth. Okay, then second layer is a little sensitive layer. In elderlies, you might have seen a little yellowish tooth looking inside. That's a sensitive layer. Inside every tooth, there's a tiny core space through which in the jaw, the nerve comes and supplies. Now, any kind of a cavity will start eating into your enamel or make a tiny spot. It's bound to increase with time, depending on your brushing habit, the pH of saliva, everything, eating habits and all. So if it increases, bigger cavity can be filled in. I'll correlate with the treatment. Or even one more thing, I will say there is something called as preventive measures in dentistry. There is something kids who are prone to getting cavities, we put fluoride, concentrated fluoride in every 6 months. Heredity given in chamber. And there is something called as
Chinmoy, please look into it, please.
So sealants are given on the teeth, especially at first 6 years of age, when the first molar will come right behind this teeth. Please make sure that they are brushing till there. That kid is used to only brushing till here and they forget that. So last tooth has to be brushed, and as soon as it comes nicely with all those lines on the biting surface, we put something. We don't drill the tooth at all. We clean it and we flow some material so that all those pits become shallow. So get your first molars sealed. That is something very important. Now, suppose the cavity has started, of course, a small filling, then a bigger filling, you have to clean that. Now, if it get ignored, like someone had said it's brown, or you may notice a little boil around the tooth, you know, so that means it's infected. The pus infection has happened and the nerve is getting infected, is producing something like that. Now we have to save this tooth. If it is salvageable, if there's enough structure for function, for smile, and for space maintenance, so that we can maintain that tooth till the right age when the permanent tooth comes from down. For that scenario, we need to do a root canal treatment and relieve the child of the pain, right? And conserve and preserve the tooth. So that's where root canal comes, and we numb that area, of course, by means of INJECTION. But for that, we give little gels so that the child doesn't even get to know. You know, it's like we numb that area, they don't even know the PRICK of the, you know, needles and all. So it's very painless, and the whole tooth goes to sleep. When the tooth goes to sleep, the germ goes to sleep. It's a very painless procedure, and very rarely, if the tooth is totally mottled up, we need to put a cap.
ম্যানুয়াল গুলো তো ভর্তি হয়ে গেছে পুরো।
Yes. So this is what is root canal treatment and capping happening. There is someone who's asking, snacking you've told not to in between the teeth, but sometimes the child asks for biscuits or cookies. Don't encourage biscuits at all. You know, to an extent, I remember when I was a young mother, I used to get, and then there came a point when I said, I will not get biscuits. You know, I used to get those
Is it ma'am's internet?
And bonbons, these healthy things. Any other, then there are certain habits we can talk about.
Ma'am, I think your internet is playing up again. We're not being able to hear you well. I think it's because of the rains. The internet has been very topsy-turvy today. Meanwhile, I think Ayushi Sharma, the question that you have put up, for that, I personally feel that you have to visit a dentist without a proper dental checkup by anyone. It would be very difficult for ma'am to give an advice. What I would do is I would give the number. I would circulate the number of their dental clinic. If you are keen on visiting Ms. Malhotra, so you can take an appointment, and she maintains all COVID protocols. I have been to her place before.
Actually, hi Kirti. Sorry, I think so. It's the pains which is causing all this havoc. Yeah. So what is the right age for braces is another thing we want to talk about little bit. So the right age of braces is at 7 years of age. You all need to take your child for evaluation, because if some tooth is coming behind, you know, if they all are coming here and one goes behind, it comes behind, it's called as a cross bite. Then it will not allow the growth of the jaw to happen, you know. So it's very important at 7 years of age, an evaluation is done, and then your dentist will guide certain appliances can be given at that age, you know, and which will make life easy at a later stage. And there are certain habits also, like, you know, nail biting, thumb sucking, all that have to be also looked into. And there are appliances which can be given, because imagine if the child is sucking the thumb, then the teeth come out, you know, they will grow like that, right? So the small babies have to, you all don't have to suck your thumb, okay? Fingers, if you all put in the mouth, what will happen? Slowly, when you grow up, see, your teeth will come out like that. Do you want to smile like this? Tell me, does auntie look nice like this? Auntie? आंटी ऐसे अच्छा लगता है क्या? नहीं ना?
हाँ, that's a pain.
Yes.
Pain.
cavity আছে বলো।
Cavity आते।
Not, no one needs to do that sucking. Questions, Kirti?
Yes, ma'am. So I think you touched a very important thing that, you know, do not suck your thumb and or put finger in your mouth or and also bite nails. I think these are the most common habits which the children get in at this age. And then it is very difficult for them to get rid of. I'm sure, ma'am, you must have come across adults who still bite nails. Even all of us must have come across some adult, you know, in their tension and nervousness, they're still biting nails. So what damage are they doing to their teeth in that aspect?
So when they bite and they keep doing like this, their front teeth will start attriting. It starts going away, you know, the enamel over a period of time. And at times they even create an abscess, you know, in there. They don't realize biting nail and they start eating the skin. And there's a big boil happening over here. So, and plus all the germs going in. So at small age, we can give them oral screens, you know, some appliances put so when they want to, it doesn't go in, you know. So yes, a lot of compliance is needed. One more thing I will say, you know, as your child is growing up, say at 6 years plus, one tiny thing for the parent, suppose they are running around, might be 6 plus 6 to 12, and any permanent tooth pops out.
Yes.
What do? You know, we've had these accidents where pura ka pura daant has come out, you know. So please save that tooth, look for that tooth. You can either wash it and put it in the kid's mouth and bring it, or in raw milk, get back to your dentist. That tooth can be saved. We can attempt to save that tooth itself. Yeah,
That's
this is another very important point.
piece of
Okay,
information, ma'am.
root
Very,
canal
very,
or whatever, but this will come later. Your children are very small, just, you know, offbeat. Now, if any parent wants to have any other question, Kirti, we can open the floor, or anything that I missed out.
Yes, ma'am. I'll just put forward the questions. So, ma'am, there is one very young mother, our teacher. She's just had a baby. So she's asking, is teether safe for gums? Like, you know, as a young
So
mother, wants to know.
psychological thing, yes, they are safe. Okay, initially you can't stop them because the pacifiers, there's a psychological build up, you know, towards it. Less than 1 year old, we don't even ask them to stop the thumb sucking, you know. It is post 2 years of age, we don't want the thumb sucking to continue to 2.5 years of age. Okay, so thumb teethers are okay, but slowly, if you can wean them off gently, it's fine. I don't know the age, Prita, of your child, so that is one thing, you know. So till that age it's fine, but yes, frequency can be reduced later. Small kiddies, they need the teether at time because it's they connect, you know, they feel something. They don't only the mouth for the comfort if there's a very tiny child. She's just 10 months old. Oh, so sweet. Yes, it's fine, of course, but slowly work on it, later, not now. The frequency.
I think we have one quick question now. Sneha Singh, Sneha Singh's parent has some query. So you can unmute yourself also, Sneha Singh, and can ask a question.
Sure.
Uh, if you're still there, we'll just give you 10 seconds. I don't
In
know.
the meantime, Aviraj, Sarkar's father is here. Oh, Aviraj, Mr. Sarkar. Yeah. So yes, if there is a stain, we need to find out whether it's a cavity stain or something like just a stain on the tooth, on top of the tooth. And if there is a cavity, it needs to be filled on the back tooth for sure before it turns into infection and root canal, you know. And I'll tell you, the sooner you go, the cheaper it is. You know, dentistry is not expensive. I will say ignorance is. If you do a filling, it is cheaper than doing a root canal treatment. Okay. So yeah, it gets added on, you know. Plus, we will teach the child. So all the kiddies, you will eat healthy now, right? Will you all brush in the morning after eating your breakfast? I want to hear from all the bachas. Poor things, they have been sitting so nicely
Yes, yes.
for the full session so patiently. I can see the parents struggling in some screens, you know. So yes, so sweet. Who said this? Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And at night also one has to brush, otherwise the tooth germy will come and I would love to eat all that yummy dummy food, right? We have to make sure, and it will do poo-poo in your tooth. We don't want that yucky thing, right? Do we want that? I can't see your name. So we need to brush our teeth in the night also. Okay.
Yeah.
Our teachers also, ma'am, they do a lot of drilling in the children's head. We have a lot of nursery rhymes on it. And as I shared yesterday, they had made such beautiful toothbrush, and they are very happy showing that. I think, ma'am, that will bring us an end to this session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Like, it was really insightful, and I'm sure our parents,
Can I type in my number in case someone wants to connect later?
Absolutely, ma'am. You can please forward your clinic's number in the chat. Any
I'm
parent.
giving my number. That would be easier.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. It's in Kamak Street. If anyone wants to, connect later, we'll do by appointment. And don't worry, we are following all the COVID protocols. Okay. And it is quite safe. And you all don't have to worry. You will not be able to see my face. You'll have to prepare the child because I'll be wearing all those masks and things like that. Okay. So it's quite safe to come in, and we schedule your time. Your time is only your time, where there is no one else, in the clinic. So yeah, don't delay on it. Now the cases are going down. If your child has any issue, please go back to your dentist and get it treated. Now is the time, so that at least for next 6 months it's sorted. As we know, COVID is here to stay, and we will get these phases when the cases will increase, it will decrease. Now is the time to seek the dental treatment for yourself and your children. Okay. Online appointment, you can call me up, Kaveri, and we will fix up a time. Okay, just feel free to call me up. Dr. Shilpi Malhotra, it's Mirchandani Malhotra Dental World at Kamak Street, and this is my number. Just give me a call and we will work out the timing for you. I'm just a phone call away for all of you all.
Thank you so much. Very comforting.
Ma'am,
Yeah, very tell.
ma'am, just now I saw booking to Practo, ma'am. So that can be done, ma'am.
Booking to Practo also, or you can talk to me. That is easier.
Okay.
At least I'm aware that and you will give me your school's reference, so I'll know, okay, you've come from here. Okay, and I'll make
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
एक्चुअली अमृत आर्या, इनका दांत में होल हो गया था, तो डॉक्टर के पास लेके गए थे, बोला उठा देने के लिए, उठा दांत, तो उठाने के लिए गए तो वो पेन जो इंजेक्शन लगाया दांत में, तो वो मतलब वो सेंसलेस हो गया था, एक तो पूरा सेंस नहीं था पूरा 2-3 मिनट के लिए।
ओ बच्चा को?
हाँ।
Oh, Amrit Arya, I can see. We will.
पूरा खराब हो गया पूरा।
आप एक बार मैम के पास चले जाए,
एक बार लेकर आओ अमृत को, और हम लोग देखेंगे। हम लोग इसको देखेंगे खाली, ठीक है ना? आप आओगे तो? क्या नाम है इसका?
अमृत आर्या।
আমি তোমার জন্য ভালো জিনিস রেখেছি, আসতে পারবেন? ম্যাজিক টুথবক্সটাও আছে।
হ্যাঁ, ভালো টুথব্রাশ আছে, বলো।
স্টিকার আছে, দেখো। এসে আমি দেখবো শুধু কতক্ষণ। How many teeth do you have? Do you know? My Bengali is not so good.
Actually, मैम हम कहाँ पर इसको लेके आएंगे?
आप फोन पे बात करोगे मेरे से? नंबर लिया आपने? 9831156544.
Yeah, let's not scare the child because a lot of other children also, ma'am. Having any query, please note down this number. Mrs. Mukherjee, you please even circulate the number. So any parent, and also request parents, just because ma'am has given a personal number because of this school, please do not harass her, call her for silly questions. If your child is having an issue, then only call her and fix an appointment. Ma'am cannot give you an advice over the phone. Only
hello ma'am, sorry to interrupt you.
Tell me please.
Yeah, this is from Sneh Singh, KG student, LKG. And he has, ma'am, like 4 teeth front side rotten, and like half of the teeth has come, and half of the teeth are inside only. It was said like the teeth will fall and the new teeth will come itself.
We have to see whether we can save whatever is there. Okay. And if we
Okay.
can, I'll have to examine him once. Or you can send me the pics and then we'll fix up a time. If they can be saved, great. If they can't be saved, then we'll have to see. So I'll have to examine him once.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. And he has cavity on the wisdom, I mean the last tooth, I don't know what it is called.
Yeah. Right now it's only milk molar. Please get it saved. It's very important because milk teeth roots are like this, and the permanent tooth is forming like a tiny bud. Okay.
Yeah.
The roots are like this. It will help.
Okay.
If you save this tooth, it will help in guiding the right tooth to come at the right place. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
it is
Fine.
really important that you get it treated, and the sooner you do, the less extensive is the treatment.
Yeah, because
Okay,
it's
Sneh?
already fallen out. Like half of the front teeth are gone, actually.
Don't worry. You connect with me, send me the pics. We'll work it out on the phone.
Yeah, all right. I just call you on your number, whatever you have given.
Post session, let's connect. Okay.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And please, parents, again,